Morning.
My name's Jean Krager. I'm regent of the Holland Patton chapter, and I am here to rededicate marker number 7. We are a remembering people. We remember the hardships our forefathers endured because of the times they lived in. We remember their struggles and their sacrifices, burying their wives and children along the way as they lived in the wilderness of 1777. We have just left the place where General Herkimer and his troops camped for the night of August 4th, 1777. In the morning, General Herkimer continued to lead his 800 men and 400 ox carts loaded with supplies for the relief of Fort STANWIX. The siege began on August 2nd, 1777, when British Brigadier General Barry St. Leger and his forces, which included Loyalists and Native American allies, laid siege to the fort, which was defended by Colonel Peter Gansevoort and the 3rd New York Regiment. It was in this place on August 5th, 1777, that General Herkimer and his troops paused, perhaps to rest, to eat, and to ponder their next steps. One of those soldiers was Lawrence Renkel. His wife was Catherine. Both were born around 1747 in the area of Alsace, Germany. They immigrated with the Hasenclever people in 1765 and settled in the Mohawk Valley. They had 3 young daughters: Catherine, who was 13, Elizabeth, age 10, and Maria, who was 6. Catherine was 5 months pregnant with their 4th child when Lawrence joined Herkimer at Fort Dayton to relieve the siege at Fort STANWIX. The decision was made here to turn south and cross the Mohawk River, their plan intact at this point to relieve the siege at Fort STANWIX. To all who pause in this place, may this marker make effective the voice of the memorial. May it remind them of the nobility of lives well lived and quicken their response of acknowledgement of the ever-continuing call to unselfish service. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to rend, and a time to sow. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time of love, and a time of hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 to 8. Nothing is really ended until it is forgotten. Whatever is kept in memory still endures. Therefore, we, the members of the Holland Patton chapter of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, rededicate this marker in grateful recognition of the significance of this site. May it help to keep alive an appreciation of our heritage.
Awesome. Very good.